Welcome once again in Aries classroom, and today we will learn speed and velocity. Now, what is basically speed? Now, speed is a scalar quantity, whereas velocity is a vector quantity. That means speed has only magnitude, no direction, whereas velocity has both magnitude and direction. Now, speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So, speed is equal to total distance by total time. Now, normally we represent speed with the help of u, again with the help of v. Now, u represent speed, v also represent speed. So, speed u or v, that is equal to total distance traveled, that is represented by s, divided by time, that is represented by t. And what is the unit of speed? The SI unit is meter per second, that means meter per second, and the CGS unit is centimeter per second, that is centimeter per second. Now, what is velocity? Now, velocity, on the other hand, is displacement divided by time. Velocity is displacement divided by time. Now, what is the definition of speed? The definition of speed is the speed of a body is the rate of change of distance with time. That is the definition of speed. And what is the definition of velocity? The definition of velocity is the rate of change of displacement of a body with time is called the velocity. Now, velocity is a vector quantity. Now, it can be represented by u and v. Okay. Now, these particular signs, they represent velocity. The SI unit of velocity is meter per second, and the CGS unit of velocity is centimeter per second. Now, I can write meter per second like this. I can write centimeter per second like this. Okay. Now, another thing that we have to learn is that speed is always positive. Now, speed is always positive. Now, speed is always positive, whereas velocity, it can be positive, it can be negative, and it depends upon the direction of the motion. And it depends on the direction of motion. Now, another thing is that, now, say our body is moving along a circular path. Now, this is the initial point of the body moving along this direction, and the final point of the body is also coincides with the initial point. Now, in this case, the total distance will be equal to the circumference of the circle, that is equal to 2 pi r. So, total distance divided by time, that is the speed. Whereas, if I want to find out the velocity, now as because the initial point and the final point they coincides, so the displacement will be 0. So 0 by t, that is basically 0. So the velocity of the body will be 0. The velocity of the body will be 0. Now, this is a basic introduction of speed and velocity. And in my next video, I will cover up uniform speed, uniform speed, then uniform velocity, then non-uniform speed, and non-uniform velocity, or we can call it variable velocity. Then instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity, and lastly average speed along with average velocity. So this much for today. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, then press the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe the channel. Press the bell icon so that you never miss an update.